Hi, it's Lynne with Soft Squares. We are going to turn a bunch of scraps into a useful service project. Stick around. Have you ever had a lot of scraps you weren't quite sure what to do with and they're big pieces? Well, I have a solution for you. I'm going to make a quilt using the Jelly Roll Race concept with large stripes or strips of fabric, and we're going to come up with something like this. So I already made the intro video for this video and then went to edit, and everything was in time warp, so you can't hear what I'm trying to tell you, but you can tell I'm talking. So I'm just going to quickly give you a recap and then let you watch that video. So what I've done is I've taken pieces of fabric that are scraps, and I've just joined them end to end and then made one really long piece, and then I just did the Jelly Roll Race, and you'll see how that comes together if you're not familiar with it. And when I'm done, I had gotten this quilt. Now I didn't have a set number, I just had a lot. It's hard to tell what you're going to get at the end. It's not like a jelly roll where you know you're going to get a certain size quilt at the end. So what I did is I just put these in there. I didn't care if they were the same width. I just cared that they were similar and that they had their miter corner. But I did even the quilt up afterwards. And the measurement to this is 58 by 46. And I am going to put a border around this and quilt it on my Sweet 16 handy quilter, but that's going to come later. So the thing is, this quilt is so good because it's a way to get rid of your scraps. Sorry, I'm folding. It's also a way to help someone in need. And you don't even have to use it as a charity blanket. This is just a really good idea for something with scraps. You can even do the same concept with yardage. Just cut it into similar size pieces and off you go. But the way it is with the homeless is they need something portable and that won't get stolen. And so technically this is called an ugly quilt. Simply, and it's a good thing to give the homeless, simply because it's not as desirable and people won't take it from them unless they're really wanting the warmth, but they don't take it because they think it's pretty. Did that make sense? So it's pretty common to see the ugly quilts being donated. And that's why this is perfect for that, because it'll be a good size, a good use of my scraps. It'll help somebody out, and hopefully it will be something that they can hold on to. So I'm going to show you how I make it. I put my ends, my pieces end to end with the mitered seam, and I joined it, and you're going to see how that came together super fast. The most time-consuming part is doing your joining seams, because there's can be a lot. In my case there was, because these are only, I would say maybe 14-16 inches. A lot of them are a little smaller, but they're good size pieces. And I didn't care if they were straight or not. I did square the quilt up when I was done, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. You can even do this with fabric that you like and keep it or give it away, meaning you can take like 3 or 4 different fabrics from your stash and cut random pieces about this size and put it together in the same form. This is just a great stash builder. And again, I use the Jelly Roll Race quilt concept to put this together. So here you go. This can be found on my Etsy store. Check the link below. This and others. Ta-da! So the dimensions of this are 58 by 46. 58 by 46. And I plan to put a border on it. I'm not sure how big, but this is not going to be super big because keep in mind, these are people that don't have a home and they need to be able to transport stuff if needed. More than likely they don't have any type of a base camp or place to leave it. So something small that they can transport, but that is going to be warm. So after I'm done doing this video, when I am ready to quilt it, which will be another video, I am going to take this to my Sweet 16 and do some quilting on it. I have not been quilting lately, and part of it is I need some practice. And the other part is I've been preoccupied with all these other fun things I have been doing videos on. So this will actually be really good also as a practice quilt for me with my handy quilter. So again, it's just taking big scraps that don't really have a home, don't really know how I would use them, but they're still good sized scraps. So I made it, this quilt, like a jelly roll race. All right, now that I'm done making the quilt, I remembered I made this strip set of other odd, large scraps. This might be my border. I actually might do maybe a solid around it before I do this. I'll have to look at it. But I think this is a perfect thing to use this on. See? It just is scrappy. I know we're not getting the picture very well, but this will go really well. And a lot of these fabrics are in here, not all. I think that's my plan. I guess we'll see what happens when I get to that point. For now, I'm gonna put it to the side and move on to something else. Have a great day.